Each year, UWM must report data to the government about every mortgage application on which we make a decision, as required by the Home Mortgage Disclosure Act, or HMDA. This data is important because it helps show whether lenders are serving the housing needs of their communities, gives public officials information that helps them make decisions and set policies, and sheds light on lending patterns that could be discriminatory. Here are some examples of the information collected. First, you can find information about the loan application itself, regardless of whether the loan was approved or denied. You can see the loan amount, type of loan such as FHA or conventional, and whether the loan is for purchasing, refinancing, or home improvements. Second, the data includes information on the applicant's ethnicity, race, and gender. This helps prevent discriminatory lending. And finally, there's information about the property itself. You can see the type of property and whether the applicant intends to live there. Instead of disclosing the specific address, the HMDA data released by the CFPB discloses the census tract, which identifies where the property is located. This provides enough information about the location to be useful, but still provides protections for individual privacy. Every September, the previous year's data is released by the government so that anyone, including consumers, public officials, researchers, and others, can use it. Loan originators are responsible for obtaining the HMDA information and making sure it's accurate. They must ask every applicant their gender, race, and ethnicity. However, if the applicant does not want to provide that information, they can select "Applicant does not wish to provide this information." If the applicant meets with a loan originator face-to-face and does not wish to provide this information, the loan originator must make an educated guess based on the information available. Anytime the loan originator asks for this information, they need to explain to the applicant that this information can't and won't be used when evaluating their application. Some of the data reviewed includes the following. Options for race and ethnicity selection. Borrowers can select as many, or as few, even none, of these as they wish to identify themselves. For example, they can select that they identify as Hispanic, but more specifically as Colombian and/or Mexican. Also, when selecting a gender, a borrower has the right and ability to select male, female, both, or neither. We cannot limit their selections in any way. On a face-to-face application, if a borrower chooses not to provide information for race, ethnicity, and/or gender, the loan originator is required to make a selection based on visual observation and/or surname and provide the collection method. Two important things to remember about this are, if the loan originator is making the selection, they can only select from the primary race and ethnicity categories and not the subcategories. For example, on a face-to-face application, they may observe that the borrower appears to be Hispanic, but cannot indicate more specifically that they are Colombian or Mexican. The loan originator can never make a selection for a borrower if the application is not taken face-to-face. If the borrower chooses not to provide information on an internet or phone or email application, then the selection will remain, borrower chose not to provide information. The HMDA data is used for many purposes across our industry. It provides the government with important economic data and is critical in identifying patterns of potential discrimination or other fair lending concerns. Any financial institution that doesn't follow the requirements of HMDA can face penalties by the CFPB and severe damage to their public reputation. We want to make sure all of our reported information is correct, and we need your help to do so. Thanks for watching.